Right, good morning everyone. Welcome to Popham. We have sunshine and light winds today, and Jez is already spamming the vlog in the background. We've got brews going on. There's Alan, Brendan and the boss. Say again?
The kettle boiled,
What, for round 2 you mean? Yes, it's on the boil at the moment. See, my motorhome has already turned into a kitchen for everybody here.
Show your subscribers your hotel.
What, the hotel?
Show the subscribers your hotel.
That's it, that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. That's the hotel. So I learned a long time ago, any fool can be uncomfortable. I was very warm last night when it was frosty here.
We were lovely in our tents. We were toasty warm.
Apparently Brendan's tent has got a second floor.
Solid, slim.
It's got a second floor underneath, hasn't it? How does that man fit in that small tent? I've no idea. Anyway, a quick view of the flight line here this morning. And we have Mr. Hilton, who is in his flying suit because it was that cold last night. He got in his flying suit to stay warm.
I love the cold, me. The colder the better.
The colder the better, apparently. Anyway, so yesterday there was lots of people arriving, and as you can see, the flight line is there. I'll hopefully try and get a scan of the flight line later on. But today is gorgeous. It's flyable. I can imagine lots and lots of people arriving today. And as you can see, the flight line is already building up. The mighty Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Lima Romeo's there, and the Raptor. We will do more of an in-depth for the Raptor for the Raptor machine. It's going to be gorgeous. And we also have the Alan Jackson Custom Ninja, which I think we're running a competition, aren't we, at some point to count how many mods there are?
Mods, yeah, we don't know actually.
Yeah, so we don't actually know the answer, so it's guessing how many modifications are on the Alan Jackson Custom Ninja. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a little bit more about what's going on here at Popham. So those that might remember my trip to Finmere, where I explained about the hard camera mounts, and finally the gentleman that allowed me to purchase them, Edwin L, from Albon Aero.
That's it, Albon Aero.
I got it right this time. I called it Albon Aviation. It's Albon Aero. Link on the screen right now. So you don't just provide camera mounts, do you?
Absolutely not. No. So we provide quite a lot here already. So
Yeah.
we've got aircraft lights and aircraft instruments. For obviously light aircraft, microlights.
So basically, you say you sell shiny things.
Shiny new things, yeah.
Shiny new things.
Things to jazz up your aeroplane.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, these instruments are new from Italy. Lights are from Poland.
Yeah.
And then we have around the other side we have glasses for pilots,
Yeah.
and obviously the camera mounts which you,
Yeah.
Charles, got on your plane already.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And
Still very impressed, but I won't
that's
have
it.
the heavy one on my head, unfortunately.
no, that's it.
No.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
A lot of these instruments plug and play.
they absolutely are. So all the instruments we sell from Italy, they use pitot-static systems.
Right.
So they're all full digital instruments, ranging from 57mm all the way up to 80mm, and then
Oh, and they're actually working now.
all working. Full horizontal. Got EMS as well on some, and they've just released a couple of days ago the new 80mm engine monitoring system
Right.
for most engines.
Yeah.
So, large variety to pick from. Obviously, all the price range is different between what you want to get.
So fairly plug and play then for this.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just literally just plug in your pitot-static system, some power into it, and
Yeah.
away you go.
Brilliant. Okay.
That's it.
Well, unfortunately, PeaBee doesn't have any of this, but it does have some very nice camera mounts. So Ed, anyway, thank you very much,
Very welcome.
and I'll leave all the links to your company in the description.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much. So everyone, and welcome to day 2 at Popham. I didn't get off the stand yesterday, but hopefully I'll show you some footage of the amount of aircraft. I believe there was 400 aircraft here yesterday, over 400 movements of aircraft coming in and going out, massively busy, 6 aircraft lined up on final, and absolute chaos with the scorecards of the landings, so there were some amusing landings. Anyway, Dave Broom from last year, someone will remember him from Airplay, but Airplay's changed now, hasn't it, Dave?
It has, yeah. We're proud to announce that we've got a new owner.
And would you like to introduce the new owner?
Yeah, a new owner here is Mars Colucci. And he's
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the channel.
Yes, thank you very much.
So,
Pleasure to be here.
yes, yeah. So why have you bought Airplay?
Well,
AirPlay, it gave me an opportunity to get into one of my lifelong passions, which was aviation. I've been wanting to get into it for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been a microlight pilot for several years, but I wanted to get into something that would occupy me full time, really give me something to do on a day-to-day basis that would involve aviation. And when this opportunity came along and Dave put the business up for sale, I thought, oh, this could be interesting.
Yep.
And when I saw the products that he had, I thought, yeah, these are really good. I think the market really needs to see more of this. So that's why I got into it.
And it has got a very unique G-Reg on that. I do like the G-Reg
Yes,
on
it
that
does,
one.
yeah.
I don't know how the CA let that one through, but I'll go with that one. So where do you see AirPlay going in the next year or couple of years?
Well, my goal with it is because of the sub 70 kilogram aircraft that we have, the Italian design, excellent aircraft. I think, and the affordability of it, my objective really is to get more people into aviation. I mean, if I had been given this opportunity when I was young, who knows where it would have taken my life.
Yeah.
And I want to give that kind of opportunity to other people as well. But also, the older people who have been in aviation maybe for quite a while, may have a share in an aircraft, but find it difficult to get up in the air whenever they like. This would be a great way to do that, where you can just put it in the boot of your car, drive out to an airfield, and go poodling around for a couple of hours.
So the Fox behind you is with its lovely registration, and I do still. It makes me smile every time I read that registration. Where do you see that SSDR side of the business going in the future?
Well, I think this is one way for people to start getting, or people who want to continue to fly. Yeah. But as I said, with the sub 70 as well, maybe find it difficult to get access to an aircraft. This would be a very economical way for them to have their own aircraft that, literally fits in a garage. You have to take the wings down, and with the wing fold option that we have available with it, it's easy to just de-rig the aircraft, put it away for the evening, and then pull it out the next day and go flying again.
I believe there's some videos of this aircraft being rigged and de-rigged, so I'll link them in the description so that people can have a look at that as well, and hopefully some B-roll running. But anyway, thank you so much for your time, and hopefully we'll see these aircraft around the flying bazaars. And congratulations on taking on the company.
Yeah, we'll be around as many shows as we can get to.
Morning, Dan. It is indeed. So anyway, here we are, day 2. It's a little bit drizzly, and stood beside me is Dan.
Hello,
Dan,
sir.
Dan's been following the channel for how many years now? You crazy fool?
27, I think. No, since you started, I think.
Dan is a regular commenter, and I wasn't able to do much videoing yesterday, so I do apologise for that. But it was just great to meet people, and I do like the fly candies. So Mike,
it's all there.
Fly candies out there. So I have a fly candy jacket and hoodie, as most of you see me flying it anyway. But it's great to finally meet so many people on the channel. And
Likewise, it's quite surreal standing in a real YouTube video with you, John. Very odd.
So yes, you will appear in a YouTube video, and you can comment on your own self. So Dan and I have been chatting off camera right now, and we're talking about sub 70 or buying bigger aircraft. And you've actually come up with a really good way of looking at it, haven't you? In terms of why would you have a sub 70 over, say, a cheaper thruster or something like that? Why would you go down that route? What were your two thoughts on the difference between sub 70 and full licensing?
Okay. Well, for me at the moment, it's more the case of I can get into full microlights a little bit cheaper probably initially.
Yeah.
But the monthly cost and the cost every time I fly is far higher. And I'm burning a lot more, and it's just eating into my wallet more, and I'm probably less likely to fly regularly.
Okay.
Sub 70, it involves a little bit more outlay now, but once you've done that, your ongoing costs are far lower, and I think I'm going to be more likely to fly more often in a more convenient way when suits me, and I can just hop from airfield to airfield to airfield, having tons of fun for probably a fraction of the cost of what it's going to cost me.
And that's the main point we were saying, actually. Yes, you can get in a GT450 Delta Jet and go down to Sandown and back 200-300 miles in a day, but actually that's just buying a bigger aeroplane. And for me, having those little adventures from airfield to airfield, and see, he's even got the grin now. You can see it now.
That's where it's at for me. It really is that thought of literally hopping from place to place, dropping for a cup of tea. Take the tiniest little tent with you, if you like, pitch it by the side of the plane, and go on and go on. That's the adventure for me. And being able to do that with something you can just pack up and literally tow behind your car.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the cruising speeds as well. My thruster, which could cost me a dance lot more to run, does 55 knots everywhere. It's one-speed aircraft. Whereas your little PeaBee, what's it do?
47, 48.
Really? And think of the difference in cost,
5-6 litres an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Against what, 12, 13? So it's becoming to be a bit of a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
And
Are you selling it to yourself? Really?
I'm beginning to sell it to myself. And
I'm
when you
not
look
saying
at,
anything to Dan.
No, but I'm having just sat in it and looked at the way Ben has designed the aircraft, the little bits that don't necessarily come out on screen, but when you actually look at it in the flesh, it's an incredible little aircraft.
Yeah.
It really is phenomenal.
He's
done
green.
great
He's
things.
even bought one.
Yeah, I know. Just sitting in one's enough. But yeah, we shall see. I've got a funny feeling it's going to be an expensive weekend.
Yeah. Well, if you do get one, let me know, and we'll need to try and meet up again once you've done your training.
I'll hold you to that, Joel.
Cool. Cheers, Dan.
Thanks.
So during Popham, the reason I was there was because I was on the Flylight and the micro maintenance stand. But the one thing I was getting lots of questions about was the new Raptor, and I completely forgot to interview Mark to explain why he's taken a normal PeaBee with its 25 horsepower Monster, shoved the blingiest factory R on the back and everything else. So rather than me try and remember everything about this, we're going to join Mark to talk through the Raptor, and basically it's a PeaBee on steroids, isn't it, really?
Very much, yes, it's very much on steroids. Hopefully we're getting across what it is that we wanted to do with this.
And that is?
Straight away, strikingly different.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the PeaBee range, love the PeaBee 2, which has just come out, stunning, Adam, amazing. The wing options, there's just so many variables, and so the question is why improve, or why try and do something different? And that, to be honest, was one of the hardest things in how do you take something that's already amazing and the most popular sub 70 flex wing on the market and try and do something with it. And to be honest, it was more from feedback that we were getting from our customers, because as you know, we obviously sell these straight. And people were just wanting something a bit more, and micro maintenance, we like to be a bit more blingy and do a bit more things. And we started off with new wheels, and then added the seat belts, and we started adding all of these mods. And it went, wouldn't it be great to have a machine that was just a collaboration of all of these new mods? And then, well, you know me, Giles, we just went nuts from there. It's like, right, well, how many other things can we invent? And that set us up with the biggest issue, because I wanted a sub 70 machine. I didn't want the ability to go SSDR, because that seems to be a favourable route, but I still wanted a sub 70 machine. And so a lot of the things that we've done have been mainly on weight saving. There was a lot of work.
Because it really starts from the back, doesn't it? That's why you went for the factory R.
Well, I wanted an Adam wing, because the Adam wing currently is the best nano light wing. And having flown one, I needed one in my life. Just like when I flew your machine, I needed one in my life. Flew the Adam and I needed one. So it had to have an Adam wing. The PeaBee over the Adam was purely to do with weight saving. The Adam trike is a little bit heavier than the PeaBee, the new PeaBee 2. So it was straight away, we needed to save some weight there. And even on the factory R, have you seen this thing? I mean, I know you have, but for those that haven't, it is just genuinely a work of art.
Yeah.
But we didn't just go for it because it had got more horsepower. That was purely a bonus. The colouring of it and being able to get it in 8 colours was a very appealing to someone like me. But it's lighter, and that was another bonus of going, this is significantly enough lighter for us to warrant sticking it on there.
So the engine's lighter, you've also lightened the monopole.
Yeah.
And I know Ben gets a lot of questions. They say, well, clearly you've weakened it, but actually you haven't, because you've still got the strength in the part that needs it.
I mean, Ben obviously knows what he's doing. He's done all the load calculations and all the testing, and again, he could probably do more. I think were his words, but again, there's an element of looking at it and are people prepared to fly it.
But from our conversations off camera, you haven't even started on this, have you?
No.
It may look like a PeaBee right now with some flash colours, but it's got the brakes on the rear, and I'm not allowed to go in too close.
Not too close.
Not too close on this. Even I'm not allowed to see stuff around here.
We picked it up at Popham. So when it arrived at Popham on the Friday when we were setting up, that was the first time that I'd seen it in the flesh. We'd seen pictures, and obviously Ben had put the PeaBee 2 element side together. So it was the first time that we saw it was on the Friday. So it was a mad rush Friday night to try and add some of the blingy things. So that we got something for the show. But it's about to take another diet. We're stripping things
I think
out.
you do basically carbon, carbon, and more carbon, isn't it?
Yeah, so prime examples, it's all places where we can save weight. So the seat pan is going to a 3 mil carbon, which is really strong, but we're saving, I think, around about 300 grams. And it all adds up, you know, it all adds up. And I mean, the weight saving in the engine was counteracted by the brake system, as an example. Even the front binnacle here, so you've got the front binnacle, that's coming out. We're having a longer, more aerodynamic binnacle in there. That's going to be carbon fibre as well. That's lighter than the current
You've already
ones.
changed the seat rubber, the foot peg rubbers, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you've got to colour match those. We've also lowered the nose wheel and lowered the pegs as well, and that's a slightly, for me, a slightly better flying position. You know, I like to cross my legs in the air. But even simple things, so, you know, this little addition that we've got here, if I can make. For me, planning cross countries, I've got a waterproof holder there with a sun visor so that I can put in Skydemon or something like that. We're hopefully running the new Pilot Aware as well, so that means you'll get traffic information straight onto Skydemon. That's the new Pilot Aware Lite version as well.
And you've even colour coded the throttle. I've just noticed that.
Yeah. If we can, we have. Even this is going being changed to carbon fibre. Not that we'll make a huge amount of weight saving there, but you know, it's all the little things.
Wow. Yeah. Even got the Stitch Raptor. So I think, rather than making this a Raptor video, we're going to have to end this there, Mark.
Well,
because
I must invite you to come and obviously get involved in the flight testing of this.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get hold of the wing.
Did you hear that? He heard it here. He's offered me the flight test.
Have you seen these? These were the came from the birth of the Raptor. So the 3-fold wing fold kit, the Explorer pack, came from the Raptor idea of having something different. And what I wanted is to be able to take your wing fold kit with you. So we looked at designing, became a 3-fold. Then somehow was decided.
Do you notice I didn't get in the middle of this one?
Yes, I saw you poke that bear. So yeah, we've worked with Ben on this. He's redesigned the bag. He came up with an aluminium version. Ours is a carbon fibre version. There's a kilogram saving there alone on that kit. So yeah, there's lots and lots with this to come.
And you can't wait to get started on blinging it up even more.
No, we've got a lot of stuff on order.
Yeah, all I keep hearing is carbon, carbon, and more carbon. Yep. So we're going to leave the Raptor there. I'm sure there'll be more footage of the Raptor in the immediate future. So back to the rest of the video, and I hope you're enjoying the Popham video. So hi everyone, I didn't get to do an outro at Popham. It just got a bit manic on the second day with the rain. So there was so many people on the first day, and I'd like to say a big thank you to all those that follow the channel. Again, I've probably said it before in other comments, I cannot believe how much the channel's grown, and it was so fantastic to actually meet so many of you at Popham who came up and said hello and enjoy the channel. There's a few people. Sorry about your bank balances, but again, if you've decided to take up flying because of my channel, I can only smile for you and know that you'll enjoy the journey of finally getting your licenses or your sub 70 endorsements, as it were. So again, this is kind of wrapping up the video for Popham. As I said, there was just so much going on. I think I spent about from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon just meeting with you who come up to the stall and asking questions about how to go about flying, etc, etc. I'm thinking of maybe doing a Q&A in the future, so look out for my for the questions on my Instagram channel. If you don't know that, I'll leave it on the screen right now. But as you can see, I'm not in the flight briefing room. I'm actually at Darley Moor Airfield. So if those who haven't worked it out already, I have retired from the Royal Air Force and I am now pursuing a career as a flying instructor. Not quite there yet, still a few more steps and hurdles to go, and also working with micro maintenance. And I'm just following my passion and my dream. And if you don't try stuff, you don't get. And that's exactly what I've done with my flying, just trying to make the most of it. So anyway, you'll probably see more of the background of Darley Moor Airfield in the future. But I just wanted to do this outro for the video for all you subscribers that came and saw me at Popham, and say it was just so fantastic to meet you all and find out about your flying journeys as well. So anyway, we'll wrap this video up here. As I always say, until next time everybody, fly safe. I'm just going to put you in the video.
Do it, Charles.
That's just corny. It's just
Corny, yeah.
So everyone, I realised that because bloopers, yeah. Even I get it wrong all the time. All the time. The joy of the edit is I can edit all the bloopers out. Anyway.